Hello there, Sagittarius. Thank you for stopping by for your weekly tarot video forecast for April 27th through May the 3rd. I am using the Russian Tarot of St. Petersburg once again. And what we have coming up for you on Monday, Sagittarius, is we have the Knight of Coins. Now, the Knight of Coins just shows that on Monday you're being very diligent and conscious about staying within your budget and making the budget work. And it also shows that you're also being diligent about creating that income flow. So if you have a job, this shows you going to work and working well. If you run your own business, this shows you doing what you need to do to make that money come in on Monday. Tuesday, what we have showing up for you is the Strength card in reverse for Tuesday. Strength card in reverse just means that, Sagittarius, there's something going on that you're beating yourself up for. Beating yourself up for. All right, so okay, so Sagittarius, it seems like there's something that happened that really wasn't in your control, and yet you're still holding yourself accountable for that situation. And Tuesday, you're just giving yourself a big dose of the self-blame. So, for a lot of you, this has to do with relationship is what I'm feeling like. Not all of you, but for a lot of you, the majority of you, it does have to do with relationship. And you just need to really pick that situation apart from a more objective point of view and really look at how much control did you really have? How responsible are you really for how this situation ended up turning out? I think that if you really pick this apart and look at it from a more objective point of view, I'm feeling that you're going to be really surprised at what you see as far as initiation of this whole situation and who threw fire on this situation. And you're just going to be really surprised that, guess what, it's really not you to be held to blame. And I'm also feeling like, Sagittarius, that for many of you with this situation, somebody else is telling you that it's your fault. And you're just buying into that, like they're just trying to pound it into your head that it's your fault. Well, guess what? When you have somebody that's trying to pound it into your head that something is your fault, usually you can look right over at that person. Their fault. They don't want to admit it. So now they're finding the first scapegoat that they think is going to go ahead and just take this burden. So, really think about this situation and make sure that that you're not blaming yourself and kicking yourself for something that you really had a minimal amount to actually contribute to. All right, so then on Wednesday, what we have showing up is we have the Hanged Man, and this is the Hanged Man in reverse. Now, the Hanged Man in reverse is really a good card. It actually shows you taking some time to be still and be calm and just get in touch with spirit and get a spirit perspective on something. It shows me that you had this situation that you really didn't know how to move forward with to get out of. Seemed like any move that you could make in this situation only brought repercussions that you were not wanting to deal with. And so when the Hangman comes up in reverse, this tells me that you found the solution to that situation. And now you know how to move forward and handle this situation the way that you would like to without all of those negative repercussions that you were looking at before and trying to figure out how can I do this without having those. Okay, so that's a really good card. Now, Thursday, Three of Clubs. I feel like some of you are going to be taking a long weekend and doing some traveling. Definitely travel plans coming up here on Thursday, that's for sure. Some of you, it's not going to be such a long weekend. It might be just a short little overnighter, and for some of you, it may be just going out of town a couple hours and then coming back later on. But definitely some kind of travel either being planned or being undertaken on Thursday. I have this card come up a lot for travel planning happening too. So you may not actually be on the road on Thursday. You may just be putting together your plans, but I feel like a lot of you are going to be getting on the road Thursday night. Taking Friday off, Saturday, Sunday, having a long weekend. Now, Friday, Seven of Cups in reverse. Seven of Cups in reverse I like better than right side up. Seven of Cups is talking about brainstorming or dreaming or just putting out to the universe and looking at all kinds of options and ideas that you can do differently than what you're doing now. So this is talking about doing something fun, or this is talking about doing something to improve yourself or to improve a situation in your life. But you're looking at all kinds of options. And when this card comes in right side up, you're not so much in touch with reality about looking at these things. You're not looking at things that are really going to be able to help you or to make a difference. But this card came in upside down, and so when it comes in upside down, this is talking about that you are in touch with reality, that these options, that these dreams, that this brainstorming that you're doing all really has some credibility to these ideas. And so you can look at these ideas and start to figure out, okay, well, these are really great ideas, and start to figure out, how do I get from here to there? Because it's reasonable to expect that you could get from here to there, given the time and effort that it takes to put in and make it happen. All right, so that's your Friday. And then Saturday, we have the Page of Swords coming up for you. Now, for me, the Page of Swords means something a little bit differently than it means for most psychics. When the Page of Swords comes in upright, that is telling me that you have a certain amount of curiosity, and that curiosity leans towards what I call the secrets of the universe. Secrets of the universe are those things that we're not taught in school on a general basis, and that really have huge influence on the universe that we live in. So when I say secrets of the universe, I'm talking about metaphysical type stuff. I'm also talking about psychic type stuff, mediumship, ESP, the arcane, the occult, anything that falls into that category, secrets of the universe. So on Saturday, what I'm seeing is that you're very curious about some secret of the universe, and that you are letting your curiosity lead you forward and draw you into that place where you're doing a little bit of research. You're kind of checking it out. If this is your first time that you've really come in contact with it, maybe you're even just seeing if it's really for real or not, or trying to get some kind of grip on how based in reality is this. You know, if my Aunt Selma over here says that she's been reading cards for 20 years and they're always right, how much is she really based in reality or not? You know, so that's the kind of thing that you're investigating if you have not been exposed to this type of stuff before. For those of you who have already been exposed, this is still talking about your curiosity, just leading you further down the path into the secrets of the universe. Okay, so that's your Saturday. Sunday, what we have coming up is the Two of Coins, which just means you have a busy Sunday coming on. For some of you, I feel like you already know this. When you look at your calendar, you're like, oh, how am I going to accomplish all of this and still stay sane? For others of you, this is going to be one of those situations where you think you have a nice, easy day and things just keep popping up. Oh, okay, I'll go over here with these friends and do this. Oh, let's go do that. Oh, yeah, I forgot I want to take care of this before the weekend's over. You know, and you end up just running around like a chicken with your head cut off before it's all said and done. But either way, I see being very busy Sunday. However, people on the outside are looking in and seeing all this busyness. What they're seeing is you handling it gracefully. They are kind of going, wow, how does he or she do that? While you're feeling like, oh my God, how am I going to get this done? Two totally different ways of looking at what you're going through on Sunday. So best advice is just be calm, take a breath, go one step at a time, and you'll make it through it all. So Sagittarius, that is your week. For those of you who would like to schedule a private session with me, feel free to check out my website. I'm at amista.info. That's amista.info. Once you're there and you've looked around a little bit, if you still feel like I'm the best reader for you, then I would just suggest that you contact me and we'll schedule a session for you as quickly as possible. For everybody else, I'll see you here next week. Everyone have a great week. Peace out.